Hello and welcome to Chelsea Reviews a Movie. I named the segment that because I, Chelsea, will review a movie. There are three things that the review focuses on: acting, how well the storyline is executed, and how the movie looks, so graphics, costumes, etc. I had no problem with the acting. I knew Nicholas Hoult was from England because I'd seen him in Skins, but I didn't know that the girl who plays Julie is actually from Australia. They both do really good American accents and were believable actors. The storyline of Warm Bodies is kind of out there. Not only does a zombie have thoughts, but he has feelings. Not only does he have feelings, but is capable of love, which is one of the most strong feelings that anyone could have. Not only is that zombie capable of love, but he actually falls in love. And not only does he fall in love, but he falls in love with a human. It's out there and it's a bit ridiculous. But it's a movie, so they can pretty much do whatever they want because it's their world. I thought the story was really intriguing. It makes you think. What if zombies had feelings and thoughts? Sure, many zombie things have people in them that question whether the zombies have any remaining traces of the human that they once were, but most of those things say that they don't. But this story suggests that there may be more to the zombies than just rotting corpses. Now, as for the execution of the storyline, I thought it was pretty good. It felt kind of slow in some parts, but then again, it is a love story. The zombie pretty much fell in love with the human at first sight, but the feeling is not mutual. It takes time for the human to warm up to the zombie. So it's slow but excusable. There is some action in it, but not much. It's a romance movie, not an action movie. I also thought it was interesting that they made the zombies more likable by creating a character that is more revolting than the zombies, and I thought that was a really interesting technique to use. The movie looked awesome, but I'm a bit biased because I really like post-apocalyptic things. The color scheme was awesome, and the camera techniques made it look really nice and crisp. There was a good amount of computer graphics in this movie, but it wasn't corny and it didn't distract from the movie. The costumes were pretty run-of-the-mill, present-day style, but with a little post-apocalyptic twist. The makeup, however, was a totally different story. I wouldn't go as far as to say that the person who did the makeup was a genius, but the attention to detail was stunning. At the beginning of the movie, the zombie looks very zombie-like, with dark lips and bluish teeth. But as the movie progresses, his teeth get more white and his lips become more natural looking. It's really interesting. It's a relatively small detail, but I think it adds a lot to the movie. This movie is really interesting. It obviously takes notes from Romeo and Juliet. I mean, that's basically the overall storyline here because it's about forbidden love and whatever. But it's really interesting to have the zombie twist to it because, I mean, obviously zombies have been really popular lately, but this is a certain treatment that I've never really seen before. So in one sense, it's kind of overdone, but in the other sense, it's in uncharted territory. There aren't that many horror or whatever, paranormal or whatever you want to call it, genre of romance movies. That's just kind of a weird concept. But just because it's weird doesn't mean it's bad. I'm kind of on the fence about this movie as to whether you should wait for it on DVD or if you should actually go to the theater and watch it. I guess it would probably depend on your sense of humor and if you're okay with slow movies. There were a lot of lines that got huge laughs from the packed theater that I was in, so that's always a good sign of a good movie. But there was a lot of times where it seemed kind of slow. That doesn't mean that it's bad, but I'm not completely sold on this movie. I think it was good. I would watch it again, but probably not anytime soon. The bad thing about this movie, though, is that when the zombie apocalypse actually happens, people will get soft, and then they'll be thinking, oh, but these zombies have feelings. But then they're going to get eaten, but I guess that's kind of Darwin's survival of the fittest. So maybe this is a good movie. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you had a good time.